Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. It's a muggy, hot day today, but we are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be out in the greenhouse area. I kind of am calling this like the gravel pit garden. I know that sounds like so like non-enticing, like it really sounds horrible, but it's for some reason sticking in my head. So we're going to be in the gravel pit today, and I want to do some planting and I want to do some painting. So hopefully we can get it done. There's no rain, I mean, technically on like the radar, so we should be able to get it done, but it's like muggy. It's almost, I hate to say it, but it's a little bit miserable today out here. But let me turn the camera around, show you where we're going to be, and maybe I could tell you my plan. Hopefully it'll make sense. Yeah. Okay. In this gravel area, I have several mini raised beds, but the ones that I guess we're primarily going to focus on today are these 4x4 ones. I actually got these on Amazon. I thought they were metal when I bought them because I didn't read the description, but they're like a plastic, but they've actually worked out really well. But every time I've tried to find them, it says they're not sold anymore. So maybe I could try to link something similar for you guys, but I just won't be able to stand behind it and say I have tried that. But anyway, so I would like to plan up these 4 beds, and these are actually going to be vegetable beds. I know, shocker, right? I don't do a lot of vegetable planting because I would rather just see flowers, but we're going to do a little bit this year. Well, maybe a little bit more than a little bit, but let's carry on. So yes, these 4 beds, and then potentially these 2 tall black containers. We are going to plant up this white one right here with something I'll tell you in a minute. But in these beds, I have some spring bulbs that I planted in the fall. They've already bloomed. Really, I should leave them until the foliage turns yellow, and then I could move them, but I don't want to wait that long to put my vegetables in. So I'm actually gonna pull them out, leave the foliage on, and plant them somewhere, and then they'll probably be fine. But that's just what I have to do. So let me show you what we have as far as plants or vegetable plants. I actually have 8 tomato plants here that I did not start from seed. I got these at a garden center, but I think I'm only going to be planting 6 of them today because I have an idea for 2 of the other ones. I have a sun sugar cherry tomato. I've heard these are really good, but I've never tried them, so we will see. And I have an early girl plus. Here's the tag if you would like to read it. Apparently I got 2 early girl pluses, so I guess I'll only be planting 1 of those today. I also got this one that says Amish paste. It does say it's good for sauces, so I'm guessing it's like aroma. But again, you guys, I'm not a vegetable gardener, so you probably know more than I do. I have a Brandywine red. This, I don't know, sounds good to me. Like it sounds tasty. Hopefully it is. The tomatoes are meaty and rich. And then I have a Better Boy and a Cherokee Purple, which it's an heirloom variety. I think I grew these once before and I thought they were good. And the last one I have is this patio tomato, but this is one that we will not be planting today because I have an idea for it. Along with the tomatoes that we're going to plant, I actually have, these are Suyo long cucumbers. There's 4 of them. I will be planting these in the black square raised beds. And then I have some of these bush cucumbers. Oh, dwarf bushy plants. I love that. My plan is for the back 2 beds, for the suyo long cucumbers, I have this like kind of like A-frame trellis for each of the beds. So one can go on this side of the trellis and then one can go on that side. So then there's 2 in this bed and 2 in that bed. So there's 4. And then I will be doing 3 tomato plants in this bed and 3 tomato plants in this bed. So that's the 6 that we're going to be planting today. And then I was thinking that I could use this black container and that black container for 2 of the bush, like the dwarf bush cucumber plants. But in that 3-pack of the bush cucumbers, there was 2 in each cell. There were 3 cells. So there's 6 cucumber plants. So that would mean that I would have a total of 10 cucumber plants. And that's like, wow, that just sounds like too much. So I actually might find a place to put 2 more. And I would probably maybe not use the other ones and see if I can give them away, because that just is too much. It will be too much. I can guarantee it. So now let me tell you about the planting project. So these are the A-frame trellises that I use for the cucumbers, but I think that I would like to paint them black this year so that they can disappear a little bit more. And I think that would be a good choice, because I just think it'll look better. And then I do have these like tomato cages, but they're beat up, and this area is so like cute. I really don't think I want to put some ratty old tomato cages in there. So I think what I'm going to do is put the plants in the ground today without these cages. And at Strader's, they had these, it's a garden center near me, they had these like tomato cages. I don't know if they were meant to be tomato cages, but they look cool. And like, I just feel like visually they would not bring this area down. Does that sound uppity? I think it does. Anyway, I just want something different. Let's just put it that way. So I have spray paint for the trellises. It's like just like a, well, let me find it for you. I'm going to be using this Bear Premium Textured Black Matte spray paint. So another thing I would like to paint are these wooden boxes that my uncle made me maybe last year, potentially the year before that. They're really nice. I love them, but they definitely need touched up, because when you look closely, they don't look like they look from far away. And that's not all. I would really love to paint my greenhouse door, because it takes a beating, especially in winter, you know, because it gets stuck, and I'm putting my body into it to try to open it, and things are splashing on it. And anyway, it needs painted every year. So that's something I would like to do as well. I mean, I'm pretty quick at painting, so I don't really think it'll, I say that, I don't think it'll take that long, but it probably will. And then when I pull the bulbs out of these, I do have some soil to top these up. So now that we've gone over everything that we've gone over, I'm just going to start, because it is windy, so it's making me think that there might potentially at some point be a storm. rolling in, but I don't see it on the radar. So if I can just get things planted, no, if I can get things painted so that they can dry, I'll be happy. And even if it rains, we can plant in the rain. So let's just start. I forgot to tell you what paint I use. It's my absolute favorite. Let me show you. This is what I use. It's a really good outdoor paint, but the kind that I get, it's called Black Magic, and I do it in flat. Man, it's really windy, but let's just get going. Just kidding. One more thing. I told you guys I was going to plant that white planter up, but I didn't tell you what I was putting in it. I grew this Thunbergia or Black-Eyed Susan vine called Amber Eyes, and it's a very pale buttery yellow with like a, I don't know, maroon throat on it. It's really pretty, and I would like to put these in that container. I think that it would look nice because I have a trellisy thingy in it already. And by trellisy thingy, I mean this trellisy thingy. All right, we're moving along. I have this container and the other black one painted. I forgot to film those, but you guys saw me do other ones, so it's just the same. I did these two boxes. I'm gonna wait for them to be good and dry before I take the cardboard out from under them. And I also did the door, and oh, it looks so much better. It was looking really, really bad. So I have like a little string held. Oh man, I should have done that too. Oh well, I don't have time. I'll do that another day. But the string is so that the door doesn't close and mess up the paint, or open and mess up the paint. And I also have the trellis things painted. These are dry. I mean, I painted the grass too, but that'll be gone in 2 mows. So now what I need to do is I'm going to grab my little tub trug thing, and I'm going to just pull all of these bulbs out. I do have chicken wire laid down too. That's going to come up. I do that in the fall so that the squirrels over winter don't just eat all my bulbs. So chicken wire is coming up, bulbs are coming up, and then I already have drip irrigation run to these beds, so it's just going to stay as it is, but I am going to top off with some soil, and then we can plant. So I'll meet you back here when it is time to plant stuff. it's time to plant, and here's what I've decided. So I have my 6 tomatoes. I did it in a way that, because I didn't want to put 2 back there because then it would crowd the boxwood. So I kind of did, okay, so these get like upwards of 36 inches tall, this one and this one. And then this one gets 24. So I kept it shorter in the middle and they can get bigger on the side. And it's the exact same on this side too. So that I'm not crowding anything back there. It can, the taller things can kind of like grow on their own on the outside. And then on the newly painted trellises that look so much better because they disappear. It's kind of like people, when people have chicken coops, and when they have like the silver mesh on the outside, it's like super visible and you can't really see through it. But then the moment you paint it black, it's like it's almost not there. It's like it goes invisible. I feel like it's the same thing with these trellises. Like when you're back a certain distance, you can't even tell that they're there, and you used to be able to. So I really like that. But anyway, I have the 4 Suyo, that's Suyo long cucumbers. I really like those ones. They're kind of like a little bit long and skinny, but they're delicious. And then in the black ones, like I said, I'm going to do one of the bush cucumbers, but I only grabbed 1 of the cells out of the 3-pack because it has 2. So I'm going to split this. One's going to go in this black container, and then one is going to go in this black container. And then lastly, I have 4, it's kind of hard to see, but they were in like a 4-pack that I grew of these Thunbergia or Black-Eyed Susan vines. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to go at the 4 like posts on this little TP trellis situation. So I'm going to use biotone in the holes, and I've already put a top dressing of new organic raised bed mix, but it's very like compost smelling, so I think it's going to do help the things grow. And then I'm going to water the stuff in, and that's going to be it, because this took so much longer than I anticipated. But I'll give you a tour, a beautiful tour right when I'm done. With these tomatoes, I did tear off a bunch of the bottom leaves, and I'm actually going to plant this deep. So I'm probably going to put the soil to right here. This one is the Cherokee Purple and the Better Boy and the Amish Paste. And I'll tell you what the other ones are when I get over there. This one is the Sun Sugar. It's that really sweet cherry tomato. This one is Early Girl Plus and Brandywine Red. And just so you know, the drip irrigation is still in here. It's just under this layer of soil I just laid down. it's completely finished, and I think it looks so good. It's neat and tidy, which it won't be like that for long, you know, because everything will outgrow, you know, what they're supposed to. Like, everything's going to be bigger, because that's how it usually is for me. Nothing is ever the size that it says it is, which is fine. But, you know, it's just, it probably won't look this, you know, tidy for very long. Well, and then as you can see, I have a mess over there too, but we're not going to get close to that. So here's just another kind of glance at what all we did today. Everything looks so fresh with the new coat of paint. I've been needing to paint these for a while. I mean, I would imagine that I'll probably still have to paint them once a year, but I think that they won't look as bad as they did before. And then I just wanted to say, like, when I look at this space, not even just my greenhouse, but what I did this year, so like the whole gravel area, I don't know, it's kind of crazy that I've been able to get as much done. But honestly, I really think it's because of you guys, because I love gardening, obviously. And I do like to do things pretty quickly. I'm not a very patient person, but I want to, like, I don't know, I want to do things that I like, and I want you guys to see me do things that I like. So it ends up making me, like, be a little bit more creative and think of projects and try to plan things, and that's just not how I am normally. I'm usually just like a spur of the moment type of person. So yeah, so I have like all of these projects lined up that I'm going to do for you guys, and I'm so excited about it. But it's crazy to think how much I've gotten done, and it's literally only May. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you for watching my videos, because you don't have to, but you do, and I think that's an incredible thing. Sometimes I don't get it, but I don't know. And we, in July, will be the 1 year of me doing this. So maybe we can figure out something special to do then. So we're kind of getting close. But anyway, I feel like I've talked too long. So let me just show you the greenhouse door real quick, and we will probably be done. As you can see, it just looks a lot cleaner. There's not footprints on the bottom of the door, and I mean, but if you get close, it's not perfect. There's kind of like bubbles, but this door is very old, and I was not sanding. That's just not something I enjoy. So I would rather see this door chip than to spend time sanding it. And I'm not even joking. That is not a job that I enjoy doing. But anyway, I think that's it for today. Whenever I figure out what I'm going to do with the tomato cages, I'll let you guys know. I'll give you an update on that. I'll obviously give you updates as the season progresses, as far as vegetable production. And it's not something that I really strive to be better at. It's just, I don't have a passion for it, but I do sometimes like to grow some stuff, vegetables. And then I also have 2 other beds that we can put vegetables in, raised beds. And then I have an idea to have like a little patio type of garden up by the house. So I'll show you guys that whenever I get that ready. So we'll have some peppers and that patio tomato and strawberries. I have to do that. I have to do that. sometimes there's just too much to do. But you don't want to hear me complain. So I will see you guys very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.